Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to talk about a few concerns I have with ETC Inscribe, and then I'm gonna quickly talk about a new NFT marketplace that's coming, um, ETC Alpha that's coming, and then create some competition for ETC Planet, which is also doing great. So hang on in there. All right. So let's talk about ETC Inscribe. First of all, big shout out to Hebe for all the development they are, you know, all the development that's happening on Ethereum Classic, courtesy of them. And I like that they are building different things and making people more active on ETC. Um, but um, I've also put myself in a place where I like to make sure everybody's safe with their ETC. Everybody knows exactly what they are doing with their ETC, because we want activity, but we don't want it to be in any malicious form. We don't want anybody to be tricked into doing anything that they were not fully aware of. So here's my concern with ETCX. So I've been tracking some activities on the Inscribe for a while, and then I've come to learn that a fair play is not completely fair. So check this out. I'm going to use this as an example, right? I'm going to use ETCX because ETCX here tells us that it has 7,000 holders, right? Which is great. We like lots of new holders on ETC. So if you go to ETCX, you go to the Explorer to look at ETCX, you look at the top addresses here. Now, a couple of weeks ago when I was doing my research, some of these numbers were actually higher. If you go and click on holders um, of ETCX, it tells you the percentage. So now the top person only has 1 point something percent. But a couple of weeks ago when I do my research, some addresses had more. But that's not my concern, right? So a fair launch is supposed to be something that is open, everybody gets to mint, and then we all mint and get certain tokens whenever we mint. There's a maximum amount of mints that are there. But if you look closely, some of these addresses, like the second one, for example, you look at the second one, it has 28,000 transactions. Okay. I'll come back to that in a second. Let's look at the fourth one, for example. It has 27,000 transactions. Let's look at the fifth one. Okay, just hang on in there. I'm gonna show you what I mean. The fifth one, for example, has 35,000 transactions. All right. Now let's go back to the second one that I was talking about. So this second one, what I did was I I went. It has 28,000 transactions, right? Now all the transactions are down here. I downloaded a CSV file of this. Okay, you can go and download the CSV. And so let's take a look at the CSV of these transactions. Now, it tells me, obviously, reading the transactions, it tells me that, pretty much all the transactions were from ETCX, right? Maintain ETCX. But this is what I want you guys to see. If you look up here, let me drag this to the left here so you can see. I made it big enough so that if anybody wants to zoom in a video to see what I'm talking about, they can see it. So this is a transaction hash, right? And this is the block stamp, the Unix timestamp, okay? And then the from address. This address ends 0714. Let's go back to that so that you see what I'm talking about. This address ends 0714. Okay, so now that we have that clear, let's go back here. Look at the very first couple transactions. So if you look here, the timestamp on here is 2023 November 26 at 2:51:48 seconds. Okay, so 48 seconds. And look at this. Every row here is numbered. So if I scroll all the way down, it literally. Oh, sorry, I moved too fast. All right, let's go down slowly. 48 seconds. So right around here, that's where the 48 seconds ends. This highlighted row, and it performed about 47 transactions in 1 second. 47 transactions. So, and then 10 seconds later, it did the same thing again 47 times. It just kept doing that over and over and over again. So there are a few addresses, or could be one person, that has a ton, probably a very high percentage of ETCX that has been split into multiple addresses, making it look like multiple people, but it was the same person using a script. This is not a person. One transaction on ETC takes about 13 seconds to run, right? So there's no way anybody could have been clicking this and making 47 transactions, in a single second. And so they kept doing this over and over again. And if I scroll all the way down here, you will see all the lines. I can capture up to about 10,000 transactions. And they just kept using the script to do this over and over again. And they minted a ton of ETCX. Now, there's no way other people can compete with this. So there's no way it's fair. It's not, it cannot be completely fair. But if you argue that, hey, anybody can learn to write a script, then that's your argument. But my case is that I want everybody to know that a lot of these fair launches, right? They may be seemingly fair and well spread out, but it's possible that there are some malicious script writers that are, maintain majority of these coins. So I just want people to know that. Also, I think Hebe can also put some restrictions in place to stop this. Maybe stop one address from maintain multiple mints in one transaction. That's something that can be implemented, because if Hebe implements that, then that will kind of solve the problem. Also, limit how much one address can hold at a time. That will also not fully solve the problem, but slow it down a little bit, because they will now have to create more wallets, and it's going to take a little bit more effort. So over here in the crate ERC20, I would like Hebe to do a little bit more to actually limit the multiple mints, the scripts, because it's hard to compete with scripts. Now, I'm tracking a couple other activities, and I'm not going to talk much about that. But for example, Donald had tweeted some time back that he had created a fair launch token, and I retweeted it. Right, as soon as I retweeted it, after a few hours, the same script person came in and minted that one out. Okay, they minted that one out. I've forgotten the token ID, but I have it in my email. I tracked it. And they minted that one out by themselves. And after that, they started, I think they're planning to spread it into wallets, but they realized that token didn't really take off. So that was that. So I just need people to be informed. Okay, I'm a little worked up on that. I've been tracking this for like a couple weeks now. So I just wanted to make sure that I had my information right. Also, exciting news, guys. We have a marketplace coming. This marketplace is by our very own Rob, and things are looking amazing so far. Of course, my classic rewards is on there. When you click on it, you actually get to see the animated NFTs from Classic Rewards. So hey, if you haven't minted your Classic Rewards, classicrewards.io, make sure you get your NFTs while you can still mint them. Wink, wink. Anyway, also ATC Planets up and running, doing what they do. They have served the community for so long as the only NFT marketplace, and that has held the community together. But a little competition is only going to make them much better than they are. Anyway, I've started stuttering, so I think it's time for me to end this video. All right, so if I said anything wrong, if I missed anything about ATC Inscribed and all the scripts, if somebody knows something that I don't know, I missed, comment, let me know. I want to stay informed. Okay, I want to make sure everybody's ETC is protected, and I'm here for development on ETC. But at the same time, I need everybody to know, what's up. Just don't go through your ETC, around just like that. So anyway, stay blessed. Merry Christmas. Peace.